Hi pilot, my name is Edward Hong. I'm a member of a Escape Flight Club in Republic of Korea. I've been flying for about 7 years so far, and starting with this video, I will share with you the flying know-how I felt and learned until now. Okay, the first airplane is Bix-3. This aircraft selected by many novice pilots equipped with this kind of push-type power. Push-type power means the airplanes that have a power source behind the cockpit pushes the aircraft forward. For example, Bix-3, Icon A5, and Skyscraper, etc. Bix has been supplying 4 kinds of Bix-3 until now. The first product, as you can see, was the fuselage takeoff and landing type. Throw well and land well was the fuselage. The second one is like version 3. It's installed with landing gear and flaps, but right now it's not available at my location. The third that I choose. And the last, this is the latest one. The reason I choose version 3 is because of this landing gear. Except for the version 2, all the others must use their fuselage for landings. However, the Bix-3 is equipped with a strong landing system and flaps like a real aircraft. I think it's just very optimized airplane for the novice pilots. I purchased the ARF and customized it to the specification as you can see. Motor Prop drive 2830 3S24S, electric speed control SA Propel 45 ampere, battery Graphene 4S 2200 mAh 65C, server 9-gram server 6 each, included 2 flap servers with Y cable, propeller, factory produced, receiver, FlySky R8, transmitter, FlySky Trans Plus. I'd like to tell you 3 important things to check basically before the maiden. The first, center of gravity. The second, alignment of landing gears. The third, alignment and operating direction of ailerons, rudders, elevators, and steering wheels. The first is the center of gravity. Please refer to the assembly manual enclosed in your airplane box for the exact location of the CG. If you don't check the manual, you should check the location of the CG as a temporary measure on the airfield. However, this is just temporary way. The battery can be positioned at the battery box, and the aircraft is level with respect to the highest point on the upper of the main wing about 5 cm from the fuselage to the wingtip, and forward 5 mm to the front wing edge. The area within 10 mm is a temporary CG. If you have caught the temporary CG mentioned above, you should be tensed when you control the elevator in your first flight. You should be careful during the takeoff and landing. Your aircraft off the runway may want to avoid the gallery or pilot, so be sure to check them for safety. Please keep and check the wheels at the parallel position like this picture every flight time. Landing gear is a very important factor that determines the aircraft's heading direction during the takeoff and landing maneuver. Now we're gonna go Bix-3's maiden flight. The trim of each string surface should be set in the maiden flight. So let's go. The flaps take a position. Gentle raise of your throttle with pulling up the elevator slightly and smooth takeoff. Until you have a safe altitude, hold your flaps and elevator still. If your airplane is at the altitude enough, by manipulating the elevator trim, set the aircraft nose and body to be level. Then adjust the aileron trim to keep both wings level. And finally, manipulate the rudder trim, the airplane fly in a straight line. I adjust the trim in the order of the elevator, ailerons, and rudder. As you can see, this airplane is not very stable. The nose feels like lighter than I thought. I think it's better to finish the flight with the only trim adjustment today, and I need to check this airplane in detail. Look at the airplane when it's bank turn, the nose up. Can you see? That means the nose is quite light.
RF signal known.
Look, can you see that? The nose is definitely light. I suppose that the landing will not be smooth. I need to make an emergency landing. It's difficult at normal landing altitude. And I will bank turn at a low altitude. I'll try the aircraft to settle down right away. Oh, let's go. The final approach, bank turn, and landing. As I expected, it's hard landing. I should push the elevator down to keep the nose dropping because it's going up. Alright pilot, next flight video will be the first setting flight for Bix-3. Well done pilot, I'm flying here today. If you like my video, don't forget to subscribe and like.